Hello, and welcome back to Bible Wits Bible Corner. Today we're going to finish up Acts chapter 16. I'm going to read verses 33 through 40, starting with the English Standard Version. And he took them the same hour of the night and washed their wounds, and he was baptized at once, he and all his family. Then he brought them up into his house and set food before them, and he rejoiced along with his entire household that he had believed in God. But when it was day, the magistrates sent the police, saying, Let those men go free, or let those men go. And the jailer reported these words to Paul, saying, The magistrates have sent to let you go. Therefore come out now and go in peace. But Paul said to them, They have beaten us publicly, uncondemned men who are Roman citizens, and have thrown us into prison. And do they now throw us out secretly? No, let them come themselves and take us out. The police reported these words to the magistrates, and they were afraid when they heard that they were Roman citizens. So they came and apologized to them, and they took them out and asked them to leave the city. So they went out of the prison and visited Lydia. And when they had seen the brothers, they encouraged them and departed. New Century Version. At that hour of the night, the jailer took Paul and Silas and washed their wounds. Then he and all his family were baptized immediately. After this, the jailer took Paul and Silas home and gave them food. He and his family were very happy because they now believed in God. The next morning, the Roman officers sent the police to tell the jailer, Let those men go free. The jailer said to Paul, The officers have sent an order to let you go free. You can now leave, or you can leave now. Go in peace. But Paul said to the police, They beat us in public without a trial, even though we are Roman citizens. And now they threw us in jail, and now they want to make us go away quietly? No. Let them come themselves and bring us out. The police told the Roman officers what Paul said. When the Roman officers heard that Paul and Silas were Roman citizens, they were afraid. So they came and told Paul and Silas they were sorry, and took them out of jail and asked them to leave the city. So when they came out of the jail, they went to Lydia's house, where they saw some of the believers and encouraged them. Then they left. Okay. So, continuing on with last night's video, we see here that the jailer and everyone in his house were baptized, which again goes with what I was saying. When Paul and Silas were telling the jailer the whole story includes baptism. So, we've got that, and then we've got a little bit of a tidbit that a lot of people find interesting. The Roman officers are wanting to kind of quietly let Paul and Silas go, make it look like nothing happened. But because Paul and Silas are Roman citizens, things were a little bit more complicated. The Roman officers didn't know that they were punishing Roman citizens. I'll be honest, I don't know the full history of that, as far as how Romans treated each other compared to others. I know they treated Roman citizens better than the Jews or whatever other group of people there were. I know there was preferential treatment, but I don't know to what degree. And honestly, even in today's world, there is preferential treatment when it comes to how we treat those around us. Should there be? Absolutely not. We are all created in the image of God. We all, those of us that follow Christ, do want to follow this book the way it's supposed to be followed. So, with that, there really should not be preferential treatment, but people that follow the ways of the world don't see it that way. They see it as it needs to be a survival of the fittest kind of thing. If you're not this wealthy or if you're not this popular, then you don't matter. That's how the secular world sees it. Again, as Christians, we shouldn't see it that way. I'm hoping and praying we don't see it that way. I hope and pray that we do everything we can to teach humility and teach people to follow God's word the way it's supposed to be followed. I hope you find encouragement in this, and I hope you have a wonderful, God-centered day. Bye.